Welcome back to the Learning Studio. This is the Biological Sciences series, and in today's lecture, we'll explore one of the most fundamental processes in all of biology: photosynthesis, light and dark reactions. If you missed our last episode on embryogenesis and developmental signaling, the full playlist is linked in the description below. Here's a thought. Every bite of food you've ever eaten, every breath of oxygen you've ever taken, ultimately came from photosynthesis. Without it, life on Earth simply wouldn't exist. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process by which plants, algae, and some bacteria convert sunlight into chemical energy, producing glucose and oxygen from carbon dioxide and water. The overall equation: 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus light, C(H2O) plus 6O2. But the process happens in two stages: the light reactions and the dark reactions, also called the Calvin cycle. The light reactions, capturing energy, occur in the thylakoid membranes of chloroplasts. Chlorophyll and other pigments absorb sunlight, exciting electrons. This drives the electron transport chain, ETC, producing ATP, energy currency, and NADPH, an electron carrier. At the same time, water molecules are split, releasing oxygen gas as a byproduct. In short, the light reactions transform solar energy into chemical energy. The dark reactions, building sugar, take place in the stroma of chloroplasts. The Calvin cycle uses ATP and NADPH from the light reactions to fix CO2 into glucose. The enzyme Rubisco catalyzes the first step, binding CO2 to a molecule called RuBP. Through a cycle of reactions, carbohydrates are produced, storing energy in a stable form. Though called dark reactions, they don't only happen in the dark, they simply don't require direct light. Case studies and applications: C3 versus C4 versus CAM plants. Different strategies evolved to handle hot or dry climates. For example, cacti use CAM photosynthesis to conserve water. Agriculture: boosting photosynthetic efficiency could dramatically increase crop yields. Climate change: forests and phytoplankton are major carbon sinks, removing CO2 from the atmosphere. Protecting them is vital for Earth's balance. Artificial photosynthesis: scientists are developing systems that mimic photosynthesis to produce clean fuels like hydrogen. Why this matters in developmental and plant biology. Photosynthesis is more than plant physiology. It's the foundation of ecology, agriculture, and global climate systems. For students, it bridges molecular biology with environmental science, past, present, and future relevance. Past: Jan Ingenhouse, 779, first demonstrated that plants produce oxygen in sunlight. Present: advances in genetics and biotechnology allow us to study photosynthesis at the molecular level. Future: engineering plants with more efficient photosynthesis may help feed the world's growing population and combat global warming. So that's our journey through photosynthesis, light and dark reactions, from capturing photons to building the sugars that sustain life. In our next lecture, we'll stay with plants, but zoom in on how they regulate growth and survive stress, exploring plant hormones and stress responses. Welcome again to the Learning Studio. Don't forget to check the playlist link below and subscribe so you won't miss the next lecture. Because once you understand photosynthesis, you realize the sun doesn't just warm our world, it powers every living thing on it.